I'm on a roll here recording, and I'm going to record more. This is Improving Your Mental Health. I'm your host, Joseph Avaldi, and I'm going to talk about how everyone back in the day said everybody wins and gets a trophy. I know it's a figure of speech, that's how they did. They made it feel that nobody could be a loser in life. But if it's something that I know very true is there's winners and losers. There's winners in life and there's losers in life. You just know by how you feel. And why I bring that up? When I was competing in hockey, and a game of combat, and I know I never went on air by saying this before, I may have, but when I played the game, I lost 19-0 to a really good team. Now, it was when I first started playing. I mean, they were a very elite team. And they just kicked our ass. Pardon my language. I don't know if I could get through saying that with the censors, but hopefully they don't boot me off because of that. But during the game, we got our butts kicked. I would say. Did I feel like a winner after the game? No, you just know you lost, and you lost really bad. Now, when it gets to a certain point, they cut off the game, but you know what? It does something to you. When you're on the other end of a 19-0 game, and you let up 19 goals, this is going to be a simulcast with the show Goaltender's Corner. So, I'm going to post this in Goaltender's Corner as much as I'm going to post this in Improving Your Mental Health. But when you let up that many goals, let's face it, you feel like crap. You feel like the S word. Now, when you get your butts whooped, how do you come back from it? When you know you're not a good team, and you feel you're not a good team, how do you come back and play? Well, I could tell you how I got better as a player when I was playing for Cranford in New Jersey in the 90s or in the 90s. And this is club hockey for those who might not know, but when I played there, I learned by playing on ice in Newark, in Ironbound. Now that's a tough section. But you know what? They took us in. And they had the love of the game. They had the love to improve. Because the day on them on the ice was a day that they didn't have to deal with whatever's on the street. And they play for survival. Because you know what? Being on the ice for them was survival. Everyone takes up something in battle, like a badge of scars. But winning and losing, when you get beat, you could get defeated by it, or you could come back. You could say, I'm not going to let this defeat get to me, and come back. Many athletes couldn't do that. You take Donnie Moore of the 1986 World Series playoffs, he threw up that home run pitch. He faced depression, and it met his demise. And he couldn't come back. When you're mentally going through stuff, it's not easy. And then when you feel you let a team down and you keep on beating yourself up, it's not good. And I guess, that stems from my mentality as a goaltender, because when I was a goaltender, I felt that I didn't want to let up a goal. Because when you let up a goal, you feel like you let the team down. It's like when I was a counselor in medication observation, it's like when I screwed up and I missed the box, it's like letting a team down. Because it's like they missed that part of the medication for the day, or you never know, and stuff like that. And I was trying to be on point with that. But when you're filling in tiny boxes, it's not easy. But you think about the game. You think about where everyone wins and everyone gets a trophy. Well, life is winners and losers. Now, the loser could be the winner, and the winner could be a loser. Or it could be a balanced act. The winner could be a winner, and a loser could be a loser. But just because the team won doesn't mean they're better. They won in that game. But, you take two teams, San Francisco and Kansas City. Came down to the last minute, and then San Francisco just lost the game at the end. I don't know. But and you know how you root for a team and you're rooting for a team because you're going against the folklore of one Taylor Swift. And no knock on her. She persevered. She did her thing. She earned her moment in the spotlight, to say the least. But I mean, that's one thing that I like to discuss. How do you deal with fame? That's a topic for another podcast, but I'm going to end right here. Again, I'm discussing how everybody wins and gets a trophy. How that might not be the best, because when you lose, you have to feel the loss, because you can come back. Take, for example, the New York Yankees. They had how many string of defeats? But you know what? It's a turning point. Because every team has a turning point. Just know that. Every team paid their dues. Was ahead and mediocre and whatever. But you know what? They realize that they have something that they need to do, and they do it. You can either play like a loser and be there, or you could do something to become a winner. That's what I had to do when I played the game. Because, bar nothing, and this is what I'm going to discuss on the Goaltender's Corner. My game that I had against the East Windsor Panthers when they had ringers. But I'm going to do that in the next podcast on Goaltender's Corner. But on this, I'm going to wrap it up. So have a good day, night, wherever you're listening. This is Improving Your Mental Health. I'm your host, Joseph Vivaldi.